Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Sports News Flash at 12. I am your weekend sports anchor, Miguel Mike Medina. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend so far. And I have a very short episode for you today. I'm mostly going to talk about the NBA Finals. Game 4, Denver Nuggets won once again. Nikola Jokic just continue to amazes me. I believe he's the first player in NBA Finals history to drop 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists. But the game ball for game 4 belongs to Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon, he's a former All-Star. He was probably the best or probably second best player when he was with the Orlando Magic and struggling with that team, even though they made the playoffs, but they never made it past the first round. So to come to this Denver Nuggets team to sacrifice, and he's basically the fourth best player on the team, to give this Denver team 27 points and played outstanding defense against a very good Miami Heat team. It was just tremendous. He was the X factor in this game. He won them game 4. Game 3 belonged to the rookie Christian Braun with 15 points in 19 minutes off the bench. Game 4, it was Aaron Gordon. And I've said this time and time again, to win a championship, you need a superstar, you need defense, ball movement, but you need great teammates, role players. And Denver Nuggets have all of those. You have Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray as the 1-2 punch, and then you have the role players, Michael Porter Jr., Bruce Brown, which, by the way, he had 21 points, former alumni, the U, Aaron Gordon, Jeff Green, the veteran, KCP. Denver Nuggets, they have youth, they have depth, and they have a lot of chemistry. Aaron Gordon, I'm very happy for him. This was the game of his life. To do it in the biggest stage, dropping 27 points, is outstanding. So now the Denver Nuggets are going to go back home to trying to win their first NBA championship in their franchise history. However, my gut tells me that Miami Heat will win game 5, but it's not easy to win on the road against the number 1 seed Denver Nuggets. In order for Miami Heat to win, Jimmy Butler is going to have to go Michael Jordan 2.0 and do everything he can to extend the series. But I just feel that the Miami Heat doesn't have an answer for Nikola Jokic in particularly. Miami Heat, they have depth just like Denver. They have about 6 players who went undrafted, and they've all performed exceptionally well. This is a number 8 seed who made it this far with no Tyler Hero and with no Victor Oladipo. This is the most impressive number 8 seed in NBA history. The 99 Knicks, they went to the finals, but it was a short lockout season. They played 50 games that year. Miami Heat, on the other hand, it was a full 82 game season. They went through 2 play-in tournament games. They beat the number 1 seed, Milwaukee Bucks. They beat the Knicks, and they beat the Boston Celtics. So Miami Heat, if they lose the series, they should keep their heads high. But I do believe that they need to reload and get a big man. Bam Adebayo, I like him. He's a great defensive player, but I feel that he's going to need another bigger body next to him in the front court, especially if you're going to try to take down guys like Nikola Jokic if they do meet again in the finals next year. Because I believe these two teams are that good to be back for another NBA Finals rematch. But with the way the NBA works, super teams can be created in the offseason just like that. I'm happy enough that I got this NBA Finals matchup that I wanted because we're going to have a new champion. Denver Nuggets haven't won anything in their franchise history. Miami Heat, yes, they have 3 titles in their franchise history, but Jimmy Butler doesn't have nothing. So it's either Jimmy Butler will win something or Nikola Jokic will win something. I really want Jimmy Butler to win a title before he hangs it up. And I know that he wants to do that with the Miami Heat, and I want him to accomplish this with the Miami Heat. He even said in a recent interview that the Miami Heat will be the last jersey that he will want to wear before he retires. So he's put it out there loud and clear that he's not going to want to play elsewhere except for Miami. And to be honest with you, I want Jimmy Butler to retire as a Miami Heat. He's played for the Chicago Bulls, Minnesota Timberwolves, Philadelphia Sixers, but he will be forever remembered and linked to the Miami Heat. He took them to 2 NBA Finals, could have been a third one last year, but I would love to see him winning a ring at least next year, because I don't see that happening this year. And that's not a knock to the Miami Heat because I know what their culture is all about. I love Pat Riley. I love Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is one of my top 5 favorite players in the game, but they just don't have an answer, mostly for Nikola Jokic. Denver is just too much. Miami is a lot, but Denver, when you have a guy like Nikola Jokic, which he's not only the best big man in the game, but he's the best passing big man in the game. And he can arguably, and I repeat, arguably go down as the smartest big man ever because his basketball IQ is off the charts. He reads the defense well. Shaq and Wilt may be the most dominant big man to ever play in NBA history, but Nikola Jokic has a much better IQ than those players. Akeem Olajuwon is one of my favorite centers of all time that I didn't get to see during his peak with the Houston Rockets. I love his post moves, and I do believe that he's way better than Shaq. But when it comes to basketball IQ, I haven't seen no big man like Nikola Jokic. His intelligence on the basketball court is just through the roof. And that is why he's a 2-time league MVP, should have been 3-time league MVP. And now he is on his way to win finals MVP and earn his first NBA championship. It's time for Triple M's quick take. And my quick take, I want to take it back yesterday. Made it 26 years since Jim Edmonds made one of the most unforgettable defensive catches of all time. This was when he was playing with the Anaheim Angels, And this was in a game against the Kansas City Royals when he made that catch, looking back against Kansas City at center field. That was an unbelievable catch. It's a very tough play to make, but there's a reason why Jim Edmonds won several Golden Glove awards. And he was a two-way player, which I loved a lot. He can hit and he can play defense. It's weird that he's not a Hall of Famer, but baseball writers, they have their own opinions about certain guys and who should get in and shouldn't get in. But anyway, what most important is that it happened 26 years ago on June 10th. But I wish I could put the video here, but I don't want to get hit with copyright infringement. So, but you just got to go on YouTube if you don't know what I'm talking about. Jim Edmonds with the Angels against the Kansas City Royals in 1997. Impressive catch. That does it for this episode of Sports News Flash at 12. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll be seeing you guys next Sunday. We have Stanley Cup Finals. Vega Golden Knights are 1 win away from winning the Cup. And like I said, Denver Nuggets are 1 win away from winning an NBA title. Also enjoy college baseball. These tournament games have been phenomenal. So continue to watch those. And like I said, I'll see you guys next Sunday with much more news and updates going on around the sports world. Be safe, and then God bless you all.